Hello and welcome to another episode of Bulletproof CNR. Sorry I haven't gotten any videos up in the past few months. I was going through a crazy first semester of community college, taking some classes at my local community college, and it was really difficult work. It's crazy. I'm not used to it so much because I've been homeschooled since 2001, so it's a little crazy. So, but I made it through. I got a in both my communications classes and a C in my English class, which actually we figured out was calculated incorrectly. I actually got rated to a B minus. So in that class I didn't understand. It was an online class. It was a little more difficult. I'm used to going to class. Anyway, getting off topic here. Uh, Recently, a few weeks ago, in fact, I just saw James Cameron's Avatar. I thought it was a pretty good movie. I'd probably give it like a 9.8 out of 10. I mean, as far as graphics go, 10 out of 10. That stuff was flawless. I mean, people were saying, uh, District 9, I also like the CGI in that for the aliens. The aliens were cool. I mean, Weta Workshop's did some amazing crap. And I think they had something to do with Avatar, too, if I read correctly. Uh, people say it's the most expensive movie ever, and I say it's money well spent. I mean, time well spent, too. I mean, it takes you 10 years to make that. That's a good decade spent making that movie. So anyway, thought the movie was pretty good. Didn't exactly like all the hype it got because and basically what happened was I saw the movie and went home and went on Facebook and I was like checking out what people were saying about it just because I want to see what other people's opinions are. I mean, see how they differ from mine. And people are saying like it's better than Star Wars. It's better than Lord of the Rings. It's better than friggin' whatever. It's not better than Star Wars. And I'm not saying the story was bad. I'm saying it seemed a little cliche. I mean, granted, the original script for it that James Cameron wrote predates Pocahontas by about 2 or 3 years. I actually went and looked that up. Uh, and yeah, I mean, if any of you have ever been on Fail Blog in the past couple weeks, might have seen that one guy's edit to the Pocahontas synopsis and with the little avatar indents. Uh, but yeah, it did seem a little cliche, but it was the story was good. I mean, I went in thinking it was gonna be some like kick-ass action movie. It was a kick-ass action movie, but it had a good story, and it's like a little bit like Dances with Wolves, Pocahontas, whatever you want to call it. But it was a good movie, not a freaking excellent movie, but a good movie. Uh, it's not better than Star Wars. It's not better than Lord of the Rings. I mean, again, this is my personal opinion. If people think it's better than that, I don't have to tell them. But you know, Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, they were original stories. Really, they were with some stuff taken from mythology and stuff. I mean, Tolkien took a lot of stuff from like Saxon mythology. I mean, just look at the Kingdom of Rohan. There's like all the horse guys. Like Tolkien actually says, like, yeah, think of like if the Normans hadn't invaded and then England had horses. I'm getting off topic. Uh, so basically, I just don't think it's crazy, crazy good. I mean, when Dark Knight came out, like it went like zoop out the window with the box office gross, and I don't think it would have gotten nearly as much if Heath Ledger hadn't died before the movie was released. No offense to Heath Ledger, I think he was a pretty good actor, and his interpretation of the Joker was really awesome to watch. I mean, it's like it's like some demented psycho, which is what the Joker should be. I'm not going to get into the whole Jack Nicholson versus Heath Ledger thing. I mean, personally, Jack Nicholson was probably closer to the comic book, but Heath Ledger was really original and it was good. As far as Avatar goes, I thought the acting was absolutely great. I mean, that old bad guy, the army dude. I mean, he kind of reminded me across. It was like he's like that guy from Full Metal Jacket. Got like a brain transplant with like George Bush. I don't know. It was fun to watch though, and I'm talking about George W. Bush. Uh, I kind of had I kind of had like slight issues with just some of the stuff. I mean, the final action scene. I mean, you saw what was coming a mile away. You knew he wasn't gonna die. I mean, spoiler alert, kind of late there. I like the whole idea of the beds, although it seemed a bit like the Matrix, which which would also not make sense since the original script was written before the Matrix was written. So I'd say it was a good movie. I'd give it maybe like a 9.8, some minor flaws. Uh, but people need to stop acting like it's better than every other great movie that's come out. They're saying it's better than Star Wars, better than Lord of the Rings, better than I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to it. I kind of lost track after Star Wars. So I didn't stop paying attention. So it's just not absolutely the best movie ever. Okay, it's not. Don't go kidding yourself. It's a great movie, sure. It's not the most spectacular movie ever. Okay, no movie is the most spectacular movie ever because people have different interests, and uh, you know you can't say what other people will like. But I just like people to like stop and take a moment to listen to yourselves. I mean, Star Wars was great. Lord of the Rings was a great movie trilogy. Avatar is a good movie, but I would say it's better. I mean, it's up there, but it's not better. So just keep it cool a bit. I mean, some people might say it's the best movie they've ever seen. I mean, all I can say is you must not have seen many movies. But, it's just my thoughts on it. It's a good movie. Definitely go see it. Add to its already going gross. I mean, it just beats Star Wars as far as money making, but, how much money a movie makes doesn't mean it was a good movie. It's like I said, it's like Titanic. Not an excellent movie. I found it rather boring, but a lot of people liked it. And it became the highest grossing movie of all time. And I think Avatar will probably pass it. If the way it keeps going, it's definitely going to pass Titanic. I can probably bet you 100%. So yeah, so I'll have more videos coming up soon, and you know, go see Avatar. It's a good movie, definitely worth the money.